You know what? I've just realised is I've gone live in the wrong place. So this is a good start, isn't it?
It's
Bear
cat
with me a
pooing,
minute.
that's what it was.
Oh, great. This is going to be great fun. Okay.
We've got away from our pets so far. We just need to sit now, don't we?
We need what?
A sit.
We need a sick pet, did you say? Sorry, I'm no good at
Nick
multitasking. Not like you Geminis.
as well.
You can tell this is going to be great fun. I'm sorry if some of you were just watching this and it went off one way, you wouldn't know because it's already gone off air from you. But I've moved it to Manifest a Miracle a Month free tribe rather than the membership. So Anne, bless your heart, you're here. So Anne, if you if you see anything in the membership, anyone like the live stream or anything, if you could just pop a note in there saying it's over in the free tribe, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, bless her. Anyway, she's here for her, not to be one of our assistants for the day. Not that we're going to be here for the day. Either, wonderful people. So what are we doing here? Well, something very special. Hello, Julia. Fab to see you've made it in the right place as well, which is more than I could say for myself. So, myself is Tiffany. I am Tiffany Cruzara. You probably know this because this is my channel. I am an inner transformation specialist and I help intuitives tune back into themselves. And today I have the wonderful Jocelyne with us. And Jocelyne is a client of mine. She came to me because she was overwhelmed, would you say, Jocelyne? Yes?
Yes, typical Gemini.
Typical Gemini. Shall we say, it's normally Jack of all trades, but shall we say Jill of all trades?
Yes, Jill of all trades.
Jill of all trades, yes. So let's name some. Go for it. How many can you recite?
Yoga, life coaching, hand analysis, access. It's like the blankety blank game, isn't it?
Yeah, oracle card reading,
aromatherapy, crystals, oracles. Yes, don't forget the oracles. Cuddly toy.
Yep. So you get the picture, right? So what happened for Jocelyne was she was feeling like would you say a slave to your tools that were pulling you in different directions?
Yeah, it's one of those things where you learn one thing and then you think you need to know something else. So you add something else on and something else. And before you know it, you're doing an awful lot of studying and not so much doing.
Yes.
Not down here.
Yes. Okay. And did we say yoga? We must have said yoga.
I said yoga first.
Yes, because that is like the thing.
And now
yoga, of course, because you might think, well, then, if Jocelyne was doing all of these things, then why did she go to Tiff to learn tarot? Because isn't that going to be like another string to your bow? Isn't that going to be another thing to be overwhelmed by? So you say what it is that has happened for you.
Well, tarot was kind of on my list because I'd become an oracle card reader, and the way I was taught that was very practical. It wasn't kind of airy fairy and telling your fortune and doing predictive stuff. It was a way to be more self-aware. So I kind of came across you, and that's a longer story for another time, through one thing and another. And I thought, ooh, kind of tarot's on my list of things that I want to look at, and my ears kind of pricked up. And then I found you had your game, and I was about to leave. This was before we had a pandemic. I was about to leave a ladies' yoga retreat, in a few months' time, and I thought, oh, the game would be fantastic to take on the retreat and offer something else. So I'd approached you first of all just to learn the game, but then we had a one-to-one, and I thought, this woman understands me. Miracle.
That's a miracle.
Because her husband and my birthdays are on the same day, and I thought, she knows me, she understands me. She's the one. But before I knew it, I'd signed up for a longer thing than I thought I was first intending to, and I had that kind of, oh, what have you done? Oh, bugger, Jocelyne, you've just now started something else, which is going to take you away. But instead of away from everything, it kind of drew me in and in, because it's all about increasing awareness, which is what I'm really big on. And the more I kind of involve myself in your framework and the structure and the way that you kind of have this distinct structure that we work in, but it's also very fluid. So I was able to see more and more possibilities the longer I worked with it. And yes, I did learn about tarot, but I learned about it in a way that suited me, because I don't want to be an end of the pier fortune teller. That's not what I'm about. So I was able to bring it in with my other stuff, and it kind of just fitted in really nicely. And if anything, it's kind of taken over some of the other things.
And so now, does it feel like you're coming out with, because this is what it feels like to me, like, and guys, you are going to get a taste of this. Okay, so just hang tight. We're just setting the scene, so you get a little picture of how Jocelyne has ended up where she is now. But it feels like, I've always said to Jocelyne that she's the magician. That you could see like the infinity symbol on her necklace, and she's. What did you say?
All my tools.
All your tools, exactly. And I think that's been your story in the mastermind, is like bringing those tools together, because it feels like you've been the magician that is been using this or that, but it's like, how can I bring it together, right? Also, Jocelyne has said that she's Gemini, I think, and the same birthday as my husband. But Geminis are the magician in a way, because they are ruled by Mercury, and the magician is ruled by Mercury. So if you need a snapshot of Jocelyne and who she is and what she can do for you, just look at the magician. He's a energetic rewirer. But when Jocelyne came to me, it's like she had all of these tools, but didn't know how to work with them together. And that's what the magician does to manifest. Yes, he has his sword, and then he brings in the cup, and then he brings in the wand, and then he brings in the pentacle. And that's basically been, I would say, your journey through the mastermind to come to bring everything together, to come to a place now where you have something rather special, even if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was, working with you that enabled me, you were stating the obvious, where I'd got so many ideas that I couldn't see the wood for the trees. And you just said, well, it's like this, isn't it? Is this what you're trying to do? And it was, yes. Why did I say that?
Yes.
I needed someone to just point out the blooming obvious.
We all do. Yep, absolutely.
What's just at the end of your nose.
And what is the blooming obvious?
Tarot and yoga, divine yoga tarot flow.
Oh, amazing. And is this what you're going to give people a taste of today?
Yes, in a kind of a little snapshot way. That's what I'm going to hopefully give people a better idea about how it works.
Brilliant. I can't wait for this. So we've got, hi, Maria. Maria's saying hi. Hi, Claire, Julia and Anne, and anyone else that's there. Please do make your presence felt. Say hello, because this is an interactive session. Yeah. You've got Jocelyne here live with you. This is a chance for you to say that you would like a card. And it's not, like, as Jocelyne has said, it's not a predictive end of the peer fortune telling kind of thing. What she will do is pull a card from, is it the Chakra Wisdom tarot deck that you have?
Yes, it's a lovely deck, this one.
Oh, it looks gorgeous. Okay. And what does that do? Why are you working with that one in particular for this?
I love this one because it's kind of color coded. So all the cards, let me show you here. All the cards, can you see they've got a border around them? And the border denotes the chakra.
Okay. So it's really easy to see.
So
Yeah.
easy. It's so easy.
So that's what you would be doing is someone will say they want a card, and then you will choose a card for them, and it will show you the chakra that they need to work on, and then you'll give them a yoga pose to do that. Is that right?
Yeah, or some advice around what that really means and how they can move something through that area.
Okay.
Because, it's yoga. Yoga isn't just about the poses. You know, sometimes it's about, well, you need to do some pranayama, some breathing, or you need to rest, or you need to do this, that, or the other. So
wonderful.
Holistic.
Fantastic. That's excellent. Okay, that's brilliant. So we've got some comments coming in already. So Julia is saying, I love yoga and I'm just beginning with tarot, and I love the idea of the two together. Fascinating. So you're going to really love this, Julia. That's fantastic. Just say in the comments if you want a card. Now, you would rather see people, is that right? You would rather be able to see them, or will you say if you feel like you need to see them? Because what I'm saying is, guys, if you want, it might be better if I bring you up on camera. But you might not want that, and I understand that you might not want that. So what we'll do is we'll start it, and then you can just say, if that's okay, Jocelyne.
We'll just go with it, because sometimes I can describe something and it was straightforward, and especially if someone's done yoga before. If they haven't done yoga before, it's a little bit more challenging, but it's not out of the question. But if you're in your gym jams and you don't want to appear right that's fine. We'll manage.
Okay, so what I will do is when your reading is going on with Jocelyne, I will probably send an invite, or at least I'll try. I've never done that before, but I'm going to try. And then it's up to you whether you decide to accept it or not. You don't have to, basically. Okay? All right, we'll play it that way. So Maria is first and asking for a card, please, Jocelyne.
Okay, so I'm going to shuffle them, Maria, and you can, well, I guess you'll be writing in the box. Is that how it will work?
Yes, that will be how it works, unless she accepts the invite and has a mic, and that's another thing.
What I usually do is shuffle them, and then so if you've got a favorite number, I can shuffle them that amount of times, and then you tell me whether you want top, middle, bottom, or something else. Does that make sense?
I think it's probably better that you just tune into them and take it in this, because it's going to be too hard with the comments. So just tune into the energy and take it. Yeah.
Maria. Yeah.
Maria. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's a way that I can invite.
We've got jump.
Okay. Have you taken one, Jocelyne?
I have indeed.
Okay, on you go.
So it's this one, Knight of Coins, and you can see that's a beautiful blue color. So that means it's something to do with your throat chakra. So it could be that depending what kind of where the pendulum's swinging for you, it could be that you're not able to speak up about something, or it could be that there's a physical thing going on here. You know, maybe you've got laryngitis, maybe there's something going on, maybe you've kind of lost your voice, something like that. It's a little harder when I'm not getting feedback from you, so I can't really hone in unless there's a bit of give and take. So I'm just going to generalize, if that's okay. So like I say, this is the throat chakra area. So for the throat chakra, it would be things that stimulate this area. So one of the things that I like to focus on is kind of inversions. So let me show you. I'll show you.
Please do. That would be great. Look at those fab yoga pants.
Yes,
Don't you just love them?
This is great for anyone, but particularly if you're a bit overcooked in the voice area and you need some quiet time. So I prefer a sofa or a bed because your legs are fully supported. And then you can imagine here that I'm getting all the blood kind of coming back into my body. And it gives you a chance to just focus, to maybe compose yourself if there's something you need to discuss with someone, or if there's something troubling you. You've got this ability to rest and restore the whole of the nervous system. So you can have your hands by your side, which I quite like, but I like even more to take my hands into this place because it's the energy behind the heart, and the heart is one chakra down. And sometimes it's stuff to do with the heart that is interfering with the throat.
Okay.
So one down and one up could be something imbalanced there, which is causing whatever's going on here.
Okay, great. So Maria, I've put a link in the comments if you do want to come up and give any feedback. Feel free to click it now or not click it, because we will be moving on. So this is your chance or your invite. Can you tell us the card again, Jocelyne? What was the card for Maria?
The Knight of Coins.
The Knight of Coins. Interesting.
Yeah, we think of the coins as pentacles. In other words, we think of them as the earth element. But in order to be able to speak with confidence, you need to be grounded. You need that kind of base with which to draw your energy up and pull it through, because we're quite high up the chakras here. If you're not grounded in your own energy, you're not going to get up here. So that could be another indication that something's going on. And I might, if we were doing a whole sequence, I might say, well, we need some grounding work. We need something to do with the earth element. We need some practice for the earth element so that we can start moving energy up as far as this.
And that makes a lot of sense, because also Taurus, which is the King of Pentacles, is the throat, their body part. Is the throat. Yeah. And it makes sense, like when you do public speaking, like if you're not earthed, if you're not grounded, if you're not breathing, if you're not, you're not going to be able to get it out. Yeah. Okay, Maria, go on, Jocelyne. Sorry.
Lot going on here.
There's a lot going on there, yes. So I hope that was useful for you, Maria. And she says, yes, I would love to speak with some old friends, but I'm afraid to do so. So okay, so
that's also to do with the heart there, isn't it? There's a reason why Maria wants to speak to those friends, but she hasn't done so yet. So for whatever reason, that's probably something going on here. And so this whole kind of area is, and then we're in that thinking, that churning.
Yes. So okay, so we're in the heart, the throat, and the third eye at the moment. And also what I like to say about these sessions is they're collective, peeps. There's a reason why you are all showing up, whether you're on live or replay. So take this as a little yoga class, like, do the poses that Jocelyne is showing, if you can, obviously, but like, there's a reason why you're together and these things are coming up. So that's what we did on Clubhouse. We were all kind of doing it all together, even though we couldn't see Jocelyne doing the poses, and you could really feel the energy moving throughout the session. So thank you for being the one to start it off, Maria. And what did you say, Jocelyne? Sorry?
To kick us off.
Yes, absolutely. And that's brilliant. Okay, so who's next? Who wanted a card? Next is Julia. Please, Jocelyne.
Okie dokie.
So just tune into Julia and stop when you feel and then speak. I will send an invite in the comments for you, Julia, in case you do want to come on. I've put it in there now.
Okay. Ready?
Ready? Go for it.
Okay, so this one is the Two of Cups. Can you see it if I hold it there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Two of Cups. So you can see by the color of this that this is to do with the second chakra, which is the Sacral Chakra. So this is also a point of, the cups are to do with emotions. That is the energy we're in there, water, in other words. And the element associated with the second chakra is also water. And it's associated with, yes, emotions, but also creativity, and that kind of creativity that isn't necessarily like artwork, but projects, or it's about making, and not that you might want to do this, but making babies. It's that kind of creativity in a slightly more abstract way. So with the Two of Cups, the twos are always about this or that, and it could be that there's something going on there that is blocked because of decision making or because of emotions associated with being creative and getting something first into the world, in other words. So what I would do for this chakra is lots of kind of hip openers. Simply, if you've not done yoga before, the simplest hip opener is to come down like this, and I always say, take the flesh away from your sitting bones because you want a nice straight back. And just a simple cross-legged pose. If you can't manage a cross-legged pose, you can sit on a chair and just lean forward. Just come forward like this. And that frees the hips, it frees the lower back. And it also, you can see, I'm kind of taking my gaze downwards, because if there's something you need to shift, forward bends, anything like this. If you need support, you just by the side.
It feels good.
Also bring a cushion up underneath here and just lean forward with a cushion under the knee. And you can also, I'm not sure if you can see if I sit here, so you can just be sitting and just fold over like this. So it's easy, accessible stuff, but it just means you could see there my gaze was downwards. So you can kind of internalize and you can go into that place. You need to relax when you're doing hip openers, because for some people they're really challenging, and they can also bring up stuff. And I don't mean physically bring up stuff.
Julia is saying that her physio recommended that she sit like that. And she used that very pose. So, and she does do it a lot. So that's great. Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, I think we've got time for one more, and that's the beautiful Claire. And Claire says, I'd love a card, of course. Please. She didn't say, of course. I said,
You're
of course.
in the right place. Someone's going to get a card when Tiffany's around. Okay. A jumper.
You got a jumper, put it back in the deck. Take note of it, but put it back in the deck. Give it a chance to come out again. Makes it even more magical. You can always add it into the reading. You don't need the card there.
Yeah. I would, what I would do with people one-to-one is actually do a whole chakra reading and create, if we continue to work together, is to create a practice around those particular issues.
Amazing.
And then the person would be able to work with that until they feel that something has shifted.
Oh, incredible.
Or we meet and we adjust what's going on or whatever. Anyway,
I love that. Yeah.
So this one, the sun. So the sun might be one of the orangey coloured cards, but the energy of it is, it's right up here. It's right up in the third eye area. So if you imagine that area is something that needs illuminating, it's something that maybe it's something that's bothering you, something that's going on, and you need to shed some light on it. So another way that you can get good awareness of issues that are going on, you know, if you've got lots of jumbled thoughts, if you've got lots going on and you feel a bit overwhelmed mentally, is to do some balancing, because you need this area to help steady. So one of the things yoga does is it calms the fluctuations of the mind. And we can't do balancing poses if we're really distracted. If you're someone that tries balancing poses and you're always kind of toppling over one way or the other, I can almost guarantee it's something to do with thoughts. Because as soon as you have a thought, or you see someone in class that moves, or your eyes are darting all over the place, you can't balance anymore. It's not just a physical thing, it's something up here. So what I would do if this is resonating is to stand and do a balancing pose. So the easiest way, you don't have to be an experienced yogi, is to just stand and feel your feet, feel the back of your knees, feel into your hips, and lift your heart. So your breastbone is kind of moving forward and up, so that you feel as if you're kind of lengthened here. You're already taking the weight and transferring it through the body. And then we need to bring our awareness right into this place. So if you put your fingers in, your thumbs in your ears, and you put your fingers on the top of your head, so it would look like that. That place there, and where your thumbs are, you can imagine you could intersect, and that would take you to the center of your head. And imagine just there, it's like a spirit level. And you've got that bubble there. So you can, if you're doing this at home, just bring your hands back down, focus on this place. Imagine you've got a spirit level here. Imagine you're lifting up from here, and just quite simply, after all that explanation, just take your weight into your right foot and take the heel of your left foot off. If you're feeling balanced, just take foot. Now you probably can't see here, but my gaze is fixed. I've got a soft focus. I'm going to put that one down. So you're just taking a 5-mile gaze and you're steadying the fluctuations. So I'm just doing the same with the other leg. I'm driving down into the standing leg, just taking the other leg up and keeping a very calm kind of countenance in the head, stilling the thoughts.
I was just going to try probably full.
I can just mention it again. So we're grounding, we're imagining the energy moving all the way up, particular points we're focused on. There's a curve in the lower back, the breastbone is lifting forward and up, and we're taking the energy out through the crown. And then we're kind of dropping back into that middle of the head place, calming the fluctuations. So imagine your mind like waves of thought. We're calming that, we're stilling that by taking a 5-mile gaze out ahead. Soft focus, transfer the weight into one foot, drive down into that foot, stop your eyes darting around the room, keep that stillness and just take the foot up. Now, if you really need some help, this sounds a bit weird, but imagine you're holding onto one of the straps on the underground trains, or just put your finger on a wall, or, strangely, touch the tip of your nose or pull your earlobe. And I'll tell you why in a sec. bringing that foot back down. Okie dokie.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Jocelyne. Claire, can you let us know? Did that resonate for you? Let us know in the comments. And as Jocelyne said, if you were to have a full session with her, it's a chakra reading you do, isn't it? So you go through each of the chakras, and then if people want to continue on, you will do a bespoke, tailor-made yoga
practice.
Thank you. That's the word. That will work through what you've picked up around their energy systems.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh my God. Amazing.
And we might not work on every chakra, because if you work on some, you naturally balance all.
Yeah.
Like if you put a little crease in the tablecloth, you know, you just pull a corner up there and it takes the crease out, which is over there.
Lovely. Gosh, I can feel how efficient that is. I can feel my energy moving already. And Anne is saying, you know, such a beautiful confirmation, amazing. And yeah, I think Claire is saying, I have noticed that when I'm balancing, I'll fall over when I get distracted. I definitely felt distracted today, and I've got a headache right at the front of my head today. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
So hopefully that helps. And Jocelyne has, if you're in the Manifest a Miracle a month free tribe, if you're not there, get over there now. Because it's only there that you guys have got an offer. The first 10 suitable people to raise their hand for this, because we are being a little bit discerning with the combination. We need to make sure that you really are in the right place. But all you need to do is just raise your hand if you do want a free introductory session of that chakra reading with then if you decide to continue with Jocelyne, the bespoke yoga practice that will clear those chakras and the blocks. I think you can feel it. I definitely feel how tarot really is supporting yoga it's like to go deeper in the awareness of the clearing of their energy. Really felt the shifts, you know, on both sessions. It's like, okay, I'm really getting to the where my energy is stuck and why and how I can really shift it.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful combination. Well done with coming up with the Divine Yoga Tarot flow, Jocelyne.
Well, thank you, Tiffany. I couldn't have done it without you, just because I was, you know, don't do as I say, do as I do. Around.
Oh, indeed, absolutely.
It's like, look.
As you say, I'm a fluffy pink Rottweiler.
Everyone knows.
Indeed. And Julia's raised her hand already. So Julia, that's fantastic. You just need to go to the post. It should be up there now. And we could tag you in it if you can't find it, but it should be, I set it for it to go up in the group at the same time we started this live. So Julia, if you just go over to that post and raise your hand, then Jocelyne will send you a link to book in a time with her and you can have your Divine Yoga Tarot flow session. Oh my God, how amazing is that? So yes. Okay. Indeed. Can't wait. I'm so excited. You've got something so divinely special and unique, and I'm so pleased that you brought it together and it's clicked. It's brilliant. Okay, so on that note, we shall love you and leave you, but Jocelyne will be keeping an eye and getting back to you on the post in the group. So just go over there, raise your hand and have something really special. All right, take care. And thanks everyone for being here. All right. Bye for now.
Bye.